it at the end. Ladies night! Welcome into tonight's episode of the Locker Room Report. I feel like I get so excited when it's just you and I, Blaze. I say this every time. It's ladies' night.
You know, and it's amazing. Aaron, have fun in Hawaii, but we got it from here.
Yeah, Aaron's somewhere sipping a coconut, but we were here at Truist Park, Braves Stadium, but Blaze, tonight, we didn't see the Braves in action.
No, we actually got to see something even better, in my opinion. 3 of South Georgia's very own, in action, under the lights. Let's get into it.
Yeah, CCA versus Thero. Like she said, let's get to those highlights.
Morgan, the vibes were high in Braves territory tonight. Reigning state champ CCA taking on Thero out of Atlanta. Bottom of the first, Skylar Woods taking one for the team. A sac fly to score Gray McLean. Pats on the board first. 2 on, it's 8th grader Mason Spivey. He grounds into a fielder's choice, but Thomas Gentry is going to score anyway. Clemson commit Blake Bryant on the mound, so you know the scouts had to come out. Bryant, one of the top prospects in the draft, just dealing tonight. Here's strikeout number 5 of 8. My goodness. Bottom 2, Gentry, a dribbler to left. He's going to reach safely, and then he's going to decide to go for 2. But good heads-up baseball. He heads back to first unscathed. CCA tags on 2 more runs. We head to the 4th. Gentry singles up the middle, scoring McLean. CCA up 5-0. Thero can't hang with the guys from South Georgia. Landon Williams with a big-time triple to drive home another run. It's 9-zip now. Patriots, the reigning champs for a reason. A combined no-hitter for the staff, and CCA rolls 10-0. But for the Pats, a no-no is just another day at the office.
Blake's thrown a couple this year already, so yeah. But here at Truist, it is. So yeah, no, pitchers have done really well this year so far. Lived with them, and once again today they showed out. So yeah. Same thing. I think we keep chipping away. Obviously our strength is pitching and defense. Offense is a little better this year, but you know I believe the arms we throw out there on the mound will be okay. So just keeping that important, you know. And once again, no matter who we play, there's standards that we got to play to, and we can't change those. And as long as we do that, we'll be fine.
After winning state last year, the standard for this team is state championship titles. After winning here tonight at Truist Park, is it too early to talk about going back-to-back plays?
We asked Coach Corum that, and he was like, I don't know, ladies, I don't want to talk about that. I think he was just trying to be humble. We've seen this team. We know what they can do. I think it's more than likely they do it at state. And, hey, if you can throw a no-no under the lights at Truist, I don't know what you can't do.
I've been saying all week, playing here tonight is like being called up, if you will. Like, kind of like being called up, you're playing at an MLB stadium. But I want to talk about the team playing in state last year. Obviously, they didn't play here at Truist Park. But how did them having that big in-game experience, being under big bright lights, show up here today?
I mean, we'll get into the star of the show, Blake Bryant, but Gray McLean, I do want to give him a shout out. Let me get these numbers right. 3 at-bats, 2 hits, 2 runs, a walk. He was the backbone of this offense tonight. I mean, and a couple of other guys contributed. It was great. And again, I think if they can hang at Truist, they're going to hang with anyone.
You talk about holding on to that lead. This game seemingly over before it even started. Even when they pulled Blake, they were able to pull off a no-hitter. So, I mean,
that says tremendous things about this staff. I mean, obviously, Clemson commit Blake Bryant. He's the guy. But to bring in how many other pitchers? They brought in, I think, 2 more?
Those guys had to get that experience under these lights.
2 more pitchers, including Gray McLean, so shout out to him. And I think that says everything for the Pen. They only used 3 pitchers in this one. They got games coming up. They're going to be just fine. And if you can do a no-no without your best guy, what can't you do?
I see you're excited to talk about Blake Bryant. Obviously, I was going to ask what was your favorite part about today, but seeing him.
It was like seeing a star before he's born. You know what I mean?
Star is born.
Literally, like, I know in 10 years we're going to look back and be like, Morgan, you remember when we saw that nasty guy just shove at Truist? Like, how cool is that? There's no doubt that kid's going far. He's going to be in the show one day.
Yeah, let's take a listen to what he had to say after their win today right here at Truist Park.
Congratulations, just a special outing for you today. You were nearly untouchable. What pitch was working best for you?
Everything was working pretty good. I say fastball because I don't even think they made contact fastball today. So I was really just attacking early, just trying to put them away so we can go hit and put up some runs on offense.
Playing in a place like this, I assume you're a Braves fan. How special is it to just play in a stadium you grew up watching and wanting to play there one day?
Oh, it's a dream come true. Like, this is the place I want to play. This is my dream. team in the MLB, but I don't know. It's just the atmosphere here. It's incredible.
You gave up no hits. At what point in the game did you realize you were dealing?
Right after first inning, 1, 2, 3, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to roll. I was like, this is gonna be fun. But,
So you're a two-way guy. How do you keep the mindset? How do you keep steady on the mound, knowing you got to turn around and go hit?
I really don't think much about pitching when I go to hit. I just focus on doing my job and putting runners in score position or scoring them. But I really don't think about each one as I do the other one. So I basically just have my own mindset on each side.
Did your preparation change today because you were playing in such a special place?
No, not really. I just, as my preparation is at home, I just brought it here and stuck with it. And as you can tell, we won. So I'm super proud of my team and what I've done.
We were sitting by a bunch of MLB scouts with the draft coming up and just talk surrounding you. How do you stay present with thinking about your future?
It's nerve-wracking. I don't want to make the wrong decision, but I know the Lord's going to do whatever He wants for me. And I'm putting everything in His will. And if I go to the MLB, God bless. But if not, I go to college. It's a win-win either way. So I'm happy no matter what the decision is going to be.
Blake, seeing you do that interview is, I'm not a sidekick, but I'm like seeing him playing in the league, seeing you reporting on the league, like you were doing your thing, he was doing his thing. Talk to me about Blake's stuff tonight, though.
Doing his thing would be an understatement. I mean, 8 Ks through 4 innings. You heard me say it a bunch. Nasty. We talked to a bunch of scouts because, we were sitting by the entire MLB.
Tell some of the scouts who were there.
There was Yankees, there was Orioles, there
Red
was White Sox.
Yes,
it was crazy.
Was there,
I was like, well, you guys are living the dream, first of all. But I went over and I was like, what is Blake's velo right now? And they were like, he's touched 95. And he was sitting 94, 93. I mean, that's a first-round draft pick if you ask me.
Yeah. He talked about it a little bit in the interview. Obviously, like he said, it's in the Lord's hands, wherever he goes next. But if you had to choose a team for Blake to go to, who are you choosing?
You know what? Let me get the Braves. I want to cover him. And the farm systems are all right here. Columbus is AAA. We could be seeing him next year.
Yeah, right at home. I'd love to see him here in a Braves jersey, but wherever he goes next, I know his future is extremely bright.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And obviously, CCA was not the only team playing right here at Truist Park. We had 2 more South Georgia teams, a battle of the Panthers. Battelle Charter versus Tift Area. I was going to say CCA versus Tift Area when we come back. Yeah, Blaze, while Game 1 was super special, we have to get into Game 2. We're still here at Truist Park, and it was a battle of 2 South Georgia teams.
Yeah, you could say it was a Panther party at the A. Let's get into those highlights.
Say go Braves.
Go Braves!
Panthers versus Panthers, 2 South Georgia squads under the lights. PCA's Will Nunnery singles on a grounder. He's going to score Riley Lashley to even things up at 1. But bottom of 2 is where TA shines bright. Winston Lamb opens up the frame with a single to center. Then Tanner Ross gets a line drive, reaches on an error by the third baseman. Matthews will score. PCA struggling with walks. They tack on 2 more runs, and then Gray with a sac fly to score 1 more. TA up 5-1. Same frame. Hembry is going to score on a wild pitch. Same with Jackson. 7-1 for the Baby Blues. Patala can't come back from the deficit, and Tift Area can't stop scoring. PCA falls 13-2.
Definitely not the outcome that PCA wanted, but definitely a good outing for Tift Area. When you look at these 2 teams, regardless of what the score was tonight, this was really about the experience.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be back in high school. This would be the coolest thing ever to get to play here, especially your home state team. These guys eat, sleep, breathe Braves, and just to get up there under the lights, how cool is that? I mean, regardless, again, you said it yourself, regardless of the outcome, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience for these guys.
Even for the coaches as well, and we spoke to both of them about what this experience means to them.
What's this experience for your guys?
It's a wonderful experience. It's something that they can talk about for the rest of their lives, that they played on Truist Park as a high schooler. There's nothing more exciting than that, to play the game you love on the field that most of them are fans of. So it was a really neat experience.
That was awesome. It's awesome. The Braves do it great. I think as a school, this is our 4th time as a school coming up here. It's the first time we've been able to walk away with a win. But the big thing for us is we're trying to turn things around right now. We just had a whole week off for spring break. The fact that we could actually come out here and compete today was great and actually get a win. So it kind of propels us into the second half of the season.
Coach talked about getting this win, winning at Truist Park, momentum shift for the second half of the season. What do they have to do to continue to stack wins?
They got to finish strong in the region. Right now they're in third. They're 3-3. They got a few games left. They're going to have to play Deerfield Windsor, and they're going to have to play Terrell Academy again. Both teams, 3 of those games. I think if they come out on top of those, again, 2 very talented squads over there, but if they come out on top, they're going to be in a good spot for playoffs.
And they have a lot of seniors, so they definitely want to make some noise in their last year as Panthers.
And again, to go out like this, I mean, win or lose, and they won big, they did great.
You played at Truist Park.
You did it. What a way to go out for these guys. I mean, it was special.
Yeah, that wraps up our 3 teams that played here at Truist Park, but we're not going anywhere just yet. After this quick break, we're breaking down our player of the week plus our top plays from this week. You don't want to miss it, so stick with us, South Georgia. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on the Ladies Night edition of Sports Talk. Even though all of our content has been about some of the toughest guys in the state, that doesn't matter. We're ladies here. We're holding it down while Erin is in Hawaii. But we can't finish this episode of Locker Room Report without talking about one of the top games from this week.
Yeah, Baconton beat Miller at their place 2-1 on Tuesday night. So Thursday night at Miller, huge implications for the region, and it was Miller that got it done. It was a great game, came down to the last 2 innings. 8-4 was the final, Miller on top.
And our player of the week coming from that matchup.
Here is the Albany State University Player of the Week.
Johnson took to the mound Thursday night knowing this would be his biggest start of the year. In the first inning, he gave up 2 runs, but then delivered 3 straight scoreless innings.
Go in there, show if I had all the confidence I needed, and I trusted my guys behind me to get the job done. And look what happened. Came out here and beat them. I was lacking confidence in the first one, but, you know, coming back in the dugout, I was like, they're not going to get me no more.
Johnson showing off his true two-way abilities. Bottom of the 4th, it was number 4 who gave Miller their first lead of the game. A 2-out bases loaded double to score 3 Pirates. Even more impressive, Johnson got back on the mound in the 7th to close out the game.
Up big in the 4th inning, and then you go back to the mound to close it out. What does that say as your ability as a two-way guy?
I'm him.
Okay.
With Miller's win on Thursday night, they reclaimed first in the region with an opportunity to win it all. And the next game, to win the next 3 out of the 4 of their games, they will win the region. They can win the last 3 or 4 plays. A really tight region there. Who do you think is going to come out on top in that one?
I think it's Miller. They're riding high right now. They played lights out on Thursday. I was lucky enough to get to see it. They got 2 more region matchups, 4 games total. I think they got this.